Today we're going to be diving into the Cleveland, Ohio market report. It's a brand new month. It's super exciting. We're in February now. Let's see what January brought us over the past 30 days compared to the last one I did. We'll be going over Cuyahoga, Lorain, Medina, Summit counties. Plus, let's take a look at the mortgage rates at the end, kind of see where they're at and what they've been doing. What's up, everybody? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert right here in the Cleveland, Ohio area. I work with buyers, sellers, investors in all their residential needs, specializing in new builds and upsizing your home. If you have any questions regarding the Cleveland, Ohio market or other real estate questions in general, go in the description below. I got a calendar link in there. You could book a call with me. I also have all my contact information in there. If you get anything out of this video, don't forget, smash that like button, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Also, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. I got tons of great content coming your way. With that, let's get into the Cleveland, Ohio market report for February. Okay, here we go, the market report. I'm super excited. I hope you're excited too. We have an excellent weather. We are getting closer to that springtime season. I cannot wait for it. I'm hoping it's going to be a great year for buyers and sellers, everybody out there for the real estate market. So we'll see what happens. But let's get into last month's market report. So Cuyahoga County, we're going to see a lot of the same type of things here. I want you to focus, though, mainly on the new listings and price reductions. Don't pay attention to these active listings being down. Every single county is going to end up being down. But that is solely because of January to February. Like I said in my last report, there was going to be a lot of homes that were going to go under contract. We're going to have a ton of sales once January hit, and that's exactly what we saw. So having said that, average list price, $234,000, 394 price reductions. It was up 47.6, 806 new listings at 16.9%. The new listings are fantastic. So that's 806 new listings to go check out if you're in the market. The price reductions, that's not a bad thing for the buyers. Sellers, yes, obviously, as a seller, you want to make the most money. As a buyer, you want to buy at the cheapest price possible. It's just, basic economics. But that is just 394 properties that dropped in price over the last 30 days. So if there was one you were looking at, I would advise, take a second look at it. See what you think, if it was on the back of your mind, but maybe it was priced too high, it may have come down. Don't write it off because you just never know. Again, active listings down 15.6. That was all the sales. Do not pay attention to that. Take that with a grain of salt. 314 homes sold at an average sales price of $205,000. So we go down and look at the graph. Average list price is up 2.7%. Do not get alarmed. That doesn't mean home prices are going up. There is just more homes that are coming onto the market. More people are starting to sell. Happens like this every single year. Here's that dip where January hit. A bunch of homes went under sale or under contract. They ended up selling over the past 30 days. So that's why the active listings are down, just because there was a huge spike in terms of that. So let's get into Medina County. So with Medina County, $418,000 average list price, 36 price reductions. That's 140% increase. With 112 new listings at 30.2% increase. It is awesome. Again, market is starting to come back to life as we see it. Homes sold 42, average sales price of $313,000. So you can see there's about a $100,000 difference. So don't let the average list price discourage you thinking that you cannot either move to a different home in Medina County or that you cannot move to Medina County. There is a lot of variable homes throughout Medina. It just really depends on what's hitting the market and when it hits the market. Graph here, you're going to see the same type of trend, 1.8% up on the average listing price, down 13.2% on the active listings. So that is awesome. We want to see the greens. That is very good for all you buyers out there, because I know there's a lot of pent up demand. Don't get discouraged. It's coming. It will come. Just keep your head down, keep pushing forward. You're going to find that house. So let's head to Lorain County now. $283,000 average list price, 107 price reductions, 127.7% increase, and 179 new listings, which was 24.7% increase. 77 homes sold at an average price of $243,000. Take a look at the graph here. Average listing price is up 3.5%. Active listings down 13.4%. It's the same trend that we are seeing. I'm going to bring up Summit County. You're going to see the same kind of trend that is happening. Just like I stated in my last month's market report, it's exactly what's happening and what is going to happen with the market. We're going to see more listings come, especially come March. That is always the most active new listings that end up hitting. So I can't wait to see that spike and kind of see how many people are going to finally enter into the market again. Hopefully by then we're going to have a big drop in interest rates, but we'll see what the Fed ends up doing. So Summit County, $242,000 average list price, 140 price reductions, that's 77.2% up, 425 new listings, 36.8%, that is up. 137 homes sold at $214,000 average sales price. Come down, just like I said, same stuff. 2.5% up on the average listing price, 13.3% down on the active listings. So again, just to recap, we're seeing more listings. We're seeing more price reductions. Don't be alarmed with the price reductions. If you're a seller, yes, that kind of sucks. Let's be honest. You want to get the most money out of the sale of your home. But what that is showing is that the house, according to buyers, is overpriced. That's namely what that is showing, because at the end of the day, buyers are going to offer what they feel, the product is worth. It doesn't matter what it is. Homes are no different. So with all those price reductions, if you're in the market to buy a home, pay attention to them. Don't write off a house that you may have absolutely loved, but you felt it was too expensive and they weren't going to come down. Pay attention to the price reductions. Get with your agent that you're working with, or if you're not working with an agent, get a hold of me. I will gladly help you. You want to take a second look at some of those homes, because sometimes they may have dropped to, that closer point of where you wanted it to be, thinking that they weren't going to take, a price at that point. Now let's get into the mortgage rates that I know everybody is keeping an eye on. It's always in the news, and honestly, take it with a grain of salt. It changes more than you will change your clothes. I mean, it's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go back up. It's going to go back down. It's always fluctuating on the daily. Try your best not to pay attention to it on that daily basis. It's going to drive you absolutely insane. So this is for $400,000 loan amount with 3% down. I didn't do 20% just because of the fact that a lot of people are, they're tightening up on their money, and rightfully so. The past couple years, let's face it, they were shit. Plain and simple. It was not good the past couple years, and there's still a lot of people that are trying to play catch up essentially with how much money they had to spend on, goods, services, you name it. Now this is with a 800 and higher credit score. So a perfect credit score, 3% down, 30-year fixed conventional is 6.921, 15-year 6.6, 30-year FHA is at a 7, just over 7, 30-year fixed VA is just under 7. So we're seeing kind of common numbers. It hasn't really gone down too far. It did hit mid sixes at one point and then crept back up a little bit, but it's going to play a factor with the Fed. Eventually they'll come down. And as we take a look here, we are sitting at 800. Let's bump it down to 720. As you see, it doesn't go up all that much whatsoever. FHA barely even moves, really. There's not a huge price increase except for, there's a little bit there. And then if we go even further down, let's look at a 640. That's where you really start to see your spike, is at your lower credit scores. Again, though, this is variable. You got to get with your local lender, talk with them. If you don't have a lender, I work with a few excellent ones. I could put you in contact with them. They are going to give you a better idea. There's programs in place. There's buy downs that you can do. There's all sorts of different variables that you can do to adjust the interest rates. So don't think going into it, oh, I have a 650 credit score, I can get a 762 with 3% down. That may not be the case. There is a lot that goes into it. When they do a credit pool, it's a soft credit pool, so it barely even affects your credit from what I'm told. And I know personally it didn't really budge mine all that much, but if you want to get that full pre-approval, they'll have to do a soft credit pool. That'll be the exact amount. They can give you a pretty close estimate to where you are going to stand with giving them, a little bit of information on you. So again, it's variable. It can change. Do not take these numbers to heart, especially when they change every single day. And if you need me to put you in touch with a lender, I have a few that are really great. And if we look at the trend of the history, there's that huge decrease that ended up hitting right here. Again, let's change that a little bit. We'll go to the top amount to show you that, perfect credit, everything's jiving, lining up, looks all good. 6.5 at that peak, but then it went up and then it comes down. But as you can see, it's zigzag, up, down, up, down, up, down. So take it with a grain of salt on a daily basis. Don't focus too much on that. But there you have it. There is the market report. So there you have it, everybody. There's the market report for Cleveland, Ohio area. I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you could see the numbers coming up, all that fun stuff. If you did, smash that like button. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your take on what you think the market's going to end up doing within the next coming months. Also, if you have any questions regarding real estate market in itself, go in the description below. I got a calendar link down there. Book a call with me. I'd love to chat with you. I also have all my contact information down there as well, where you can call, text, email. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on. You're not going to want to miss the content that I got coming your way. There's a lot of great stuff. With that, we'll catch you on the next video.